I feel like I'm dying.
Oh man, this incident reminded me exactly of that clip there. As soon as I heard about this, I started laughing on the inside. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm laughing on the outside. This is insane, but it is funny. The only reason I'm laughing because no one was hurt. So, but we're gonna talk about the Offset and Lil TJ situation. But before we do, please do a little something for me. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and hype up the video. That'll really help your boy out and help boost me in that algorithm. So back to Offset and Lil TJ. So there was an incident. It's all over the news. It's over mainstream media where Offset was actually shot in the buttocks. He got shot in the buns. So this happened in front of a casino, and if you know, you know. But it seems like Offset has a gambling problem. I kind of knew something was going on when Cardi B left him, because she left him to go be with Stefan Diggs, who was a worse version, at least I assumed at the time, of Offset when it comes to the cheating and just being kind of like a playboy and doing his own thing. And then Cardi B even mentioned, said, I didn't leave him because he was cheating. There's other stuff that's going on. And maybe this is it. Maybe he has a gambling addiction, because him and Lil TJ, they kind of been doing some verbal jabs in social media, because TJ says Offset owes me 10,000. And Lil TJ, he ain't playing about his 10,000. He said, that's my 10,000. I want my money. You owe me that money. I want it back. And then I'm going to play a little bit of a clip here from the Academics podcast that just dropped.
Cause you was the first nigga that says you seen Offset in a casino. I'm like, nah, you lying. Like, I know he does his thing, but like, you act like you just saw him like randomly and down bad. What was behind that? Did he give you your money back?
I don't know. Nigga, he told me to get that shit back in blood.
But in this podcast, you can see he doesn't even really want to talk about the situation, even though Academics is kind of trying to get it out of him. And then ultimately, he was just like, he acting weird. I asked if he gave him back his money. He said, he told me to get it back in blood. He told me to get it back in blood. So they have had something brewing for the longest. And it seems like it all came to a head in front of this casino. First of all, if that person owes you money, I don't know if you just randomly happen to be at the casino as well. If they hit you up asking for some money, so they're gonna pay you back that 10,000, but they need to get like 5,000 from you first. Like, how did you two, the both of you, end up there? And I'm pretty sure Offset was sending him messages like, "Hey, let's meet in New York. We can punch it out." Just like insane stuff. And it seems like from the reporting that there may have been some type of commotion where Lil TJ may have been attacked. Right? Somebody probably was trying to fight Lil TJ. Now, if you look at Lil TJ, he looks slender, man. I ain't counting nobody's nothing, but he looks slender, bro. He's a small guy. I'm relatively short, but he's short or I don't know if he's short, but he's just small. He's slender. He's like about 135 pounds. So, I mean, if you're just looking at them too and you're like, hey, who's going to win in the fight? I'm not going to pick Lil TJ. I've seen Offset fight. So, maybe Offset's going to win that battle. And maybe that's what happened. And then somehow, some way, maybe a weapon was brandished. And then next thing you know, Offset was shot in the buttocks. And then there's a clip of Lil TJ. We're going to hear his comments.
You shot me. La, is a rat cat, weirdos. Y'all in a good.
So this clip is of Lil TJ being released from jail. So he's being released from jail. And if you've seen the whole news clip, they even said, hey, this guy's more talkative than other people that are released. And this is very strange, ultimately. But he's over there calling Offset a snitch, saying, hey, there wasn't no altercation. Offset would never dare put his hands on me. If you don't believe me, go ask Offset. So he really capped it. He capped it big. He even said, hey, y'all getting a good interview here. So he came out. One, he was too talkative. You need to let your lawyers and your attorneys handle that situation. Like, you wanted that $10,000, you probably about to spend at least $100,000 fighting this. So, you wasted $100,000 trying to get 10,000. That doesn't make sense to me. But I do think Lil Tjay is standing on principles like, hey, you owe me this money, you owe me this money. That man, he probably got PTSD. He been shot like 8 times or something and survived. He got tore up. You can see the bullet wounds and stuff when he has his shirt off. You can see all that stuff. So I don't think he's operating from the right frame of mind. He probably has PTSD. He's 1 foot in, 1 foot out in terms of being in the streets and being in rap. So he was really just trying to stand on business. He wanted his money back. He wasn't accepting that. Does he need $10,000? Probably not. But it is the principle. You ain't just going to let somebody run off with your money. I think maybe there's a lesson to be learned. Like, yeah, you lent this person his money. Don't lend anybody any money you don't expect to ever get back, or you can't afford to never see again. I guess that's probably a better way to put it. Or else you may put yourself in a situation like this. And then Cardi B has nothing to do with this, but even in the clip, they throwing Cardi B name in it. Hey, yes, this was the ex-husband of popular rapper Cardi B. Like, he is his own man in his own right. Like, he's one of the 3 Migos. God bless Takeoff. And it's crazy. 2 out of the 3 Migos been shot. Again, God bless the dead. God bless Takeoff. That was my guy. But you guys let me know what you think in the comment section. As more information comes out, I'm going to make sure that I keep uploading and providing you with all the details. I'll give you all my opinion on this situation. I think it's unfortunate. You have 2 people who are highly successful. Now, Offset may have some issues that he needs to handle. However, he still is successful and can still earn money based off of his likeness because he is Offset. So no matter how down he is in the moment, he has earning potential pretty much forever. So I would still consider him successful even if financially he may be set back. But you have 2 of the most successful people in the music industry, young black men, going to war with each other over $10,000. Offset can go do a show by himself and get $10,000. Bare minimum. He don't need to. He could do an appearance and just show up and somebody will pay him $10,000. So really, that's a lot of money to me. Probably a lot of money to you. But they're arguing over pennies. Somebody could have lost their life over pennies to them. Because yes, you shot them in the buttocks, maybe the waist, who knows. But you never know what kind of arteries you can hit, or maybe you double fire, double pull the trigger. There are so many things that could happen. Somebody else has a weapon and it escalates even further. The police show up with weapons. You're at a public venue like a casino. They're making probably millions, if not billions of dollars at that casino. So they don't want any incidents there, anything associated with that casino. So that whole situation could have gone left over something that at the end of the day doesn't even matter. That person owes you $10,000. You're never going to see that $10,000, but at least you know the character of that person. You'll never have to deal with them again. You'll keep your freedom. You'll go on and continue to be rich and live a happy life. So I think this whole situation is tragic. Maybe this is a learning lesson and a tipping point for Offset, because he has been battling, it seems like, gambling addiction. That may be the reason why his marriage did not work. Because again, Cardi B said, I'm leaving for different reasons, not the cheating. I don't care about that. So I just think the whole situation is unfortunate. You let me know what you think in the comment section below. It is showtime. Dom, and I'm out.